My channel. My channel. My content. My channel. My content. My channel. My content.
Happy Monday.
How's it going, Billy?
Good, good. I'm going to do this first so that it's done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go here and I'm going to ask to see if no one's done it already. I haven't seen it yet. If we're good, you can hear us and see us. Just want to make sure. We've been pretty good, but you never know. It's the one time that we don't do it, we get screwed. So sound check. There we go. Thanks, Luckies.
I know what's
I have
up.
a few more people popping in saying, yep, all good, all good. Like, yes, loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear. Thank you all. So like usual, happy Monday. We'll get to the top three. Paul, Mr. Caplock, Seraphim Serpents. He picked up a new addition to his collection. And he was in town and he messaged me like, hey, Billy, are you around? You know, I want to stop by and show you the new edition we picked up. And I'm like, dude, I just left. I took some time for me day and just, you know, left early afternoon. And I'm like, dude, I'm about an hour away, you know, driving towards Niagara. And he's like, oh, and he sends me pictures and he got this awesome bully dog. So it's really awesome. So I'm like, man,
It's contagious.
it is. It's just awesome. So congratulations, my man. Virgil, number 2. What's going on? Virgil's Exotics and Mr. Mike, Morph Ave.
Not a surprising top 3.
Yeah, you know, and close but no cigar. We got John from BlackRock. Says, happy Monday, Billy and Craig in chat. Hope you had a great start to their week. Everyone had a great start to the week. We'll soon be adding some Monsoon to the collection. He's picking up a 1.1 Stranger double het Monsoon Clowns.
Wow, nice.
There you go.
Stranger kind of goes a lot with Monsoon these days, right? Because they were
From the
same place, right?
yeah, so Roland started making, you know, had the Stranger and the Monsoon or the Moray at the time popped out. And so, yeah, it's like Stranger over in Europe. It's like Stranger and the Monsoon. And here it's like Mojave or the Special. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to breed my Stranger shit out of the Monsoon as well as the Special, as well as the Mojave.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of it, you know, or at least possets. But I got some really good identifiers and markers. So, yeah, now this year and next especially, I'm going to be making some crazy stuff with the Monsoon without Mojave, Stranger, and Special. I still have that. So, you know, when I miss what I want, I'll still get some of that stuff. But eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually. Joe in the house. Montana Mike's. Good evening. What in the hell's up with... you know what? I don't know. I mean, I talked about him maybe... Was it last week or the week before?
Week before.
Yeah. So, has it been that fucking long? 2 weeks? This fucking idiot's still fucking like... Wow.
She's still going.
I don't know. I blocked them. You know, I've got the police involved. You know, everybody from all over the world. Like, I don't know if it's mental issues or a drug habit, a combination. I don't know. But, you know, he's going off multiple threats, saying he's going to kill me, send people to my home. He's coming with extra people. And how dumb as he is, he left voice messages from his account to my account, did a video screaming at me, I'm going to fucking kill you. You're fucking dead. Wow. Like, pretty nuts. But it's just continuous. And I just blocked all of them. And, you know, when I made that post on Facebook, I put it up. And, of course, I unblocked and unfriended him and unblocked him so that he could see it. Because I'm not going to put something out talking shit about someone when they can't respond.
What's the point?
Well, there's too many fucking people do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to talk shit about you and everybody can see it and comment back, except you, the person I'm shitting on. Like, it's not how I roll, you know, but even opening that up for about 3 days was just fucking nightmarish. Just, oh my God. And he actually thanked me though in those posts.
Really?
Yeah. For the attraction getting to his, you know, and then when I look, I'm like, why are you thanking? Your numbers are going down. You were almost at 1,000. Now you're in the 700s. Moron. Anyways. But yeah, I don't want to get into Sabri, you know, I mean, I'll let what happens. I just hope his, you know, I even messaged and, you know, people like Bob Vu, Ozzy, you know, people from overseas, all over. Hey man, you know, Dave Kaufman. It's like, hey man, this guy's like, wow, man, like, you know, you should call the police. I'm like, I'm not worried about the guy. It's like, man, this guy's like, you never know with this type of person. And I'm like, okay. So I just figured, hey, you know what? I get so many people messaging me. And when you see it, it looks like mental health issues. I don't know.
Right.
People are saying, hey, the police should be involved. I even reached out about a week or so ago, messaging his I guess his wife or his girlfriend. You know, they have 2 small kids. Hey, is everything all right with you? Is Sabri okay? It seems, you know, I'm just reaching out. I haven't heard back. So, you know, but I told this to the police and they're going to do what they're going to do. And it is what it is. But, you know, it's just crazy. So,
yep.
But don't know. I don't understand it. He's, you know, he's all over the map. And it's just, I want nothing to do with that. So. Chad, you're fucking early. Usually you come in halfway. It's like, hey, everybody. Oh, yeah. World of Ball Python is easy for me. That's his hashtag. Oh, my God. Wow. There we go. Virgil said it best. There you go. There we go. Meanwhile, I've spoken fucking the first 5 minutes of the show about him. Virgil sitting there going, fucking Billy, just get to my comment. Please get to my comment. Oh, but anyway, loud and clear, bro. Nicholas, West North Carolina, checking in. Let's go. Do it, Craig.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, it's the best. There it is. It's like, you know, let's get ready to rumble. It's not the same, man. You know, let's go. You know, it's from the creator, man. It's you know, unless you're a professional voice, you know, you can't do it.
I have to warm up for it, you know. Me. You know, I have to kind of go through some exercises, calisthenics, and then I can do it.
Oh my God. Massey Morphs, what's going on? How are you doing? My man Ed, all the way from the Netherlands. What's going on? It's that time of week again. I don't have any specific topics to talk about today, like usual. I don't know, you know, Craig might have some stuff to talk about or throw up, like what's going on for the week with other, you know, podcasts or lives, whatever. But anything you want to talk about, except Sabri, put in the chat. Any comments, questions, topics, whatever, throw in the chat and we'll get to it. Jared, Selective Creations, what's going on?
What's up, Jared?
Hope the season's going great. It's doing awesome. Three in the incubator, 68 gravid females. And there's like, I open them up. I'm like, just let them go. The scale separation looks like the eggs are going to come out the sidewalls. Like, Jesus. You know, you see the scale and then usually you see a little bit, I mean, it's almost like a scale and the white between the next scale is almost the same size as, I'm like, Jesus, just let them go, sweetheart. But yeah, I got a lot ready to come and they're pretty good pairings and got some good stuff on the way. A lot of stuff to make the whole back, of course. That's what I do. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope everyone else's season is going great. You're off to a quick start or slow start or?
Slow start.
Slow
start. But I do have a couple now that are over 15.
Oh, sweet.
20. So that's good. So
let the pairing begin.
Again. Yep. It's all good.
Another fellow Canadian, Constricting Creations. What's going on? Of course, Lucky's in the house. Jeff and Bald Head.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Oh, Pete. Evening, everyone. Man. Evening, Billy and Craig. Thanks for stopping by my live Sunday. Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too. I've been making a little bit more time popping into stuff, saying hi.
Mhm.
I've jumped on to some of Nikki's. I went to get on yours on is it Saturday afternoon.
Friday afternoon. Yeah.
And I had it, and then I got a fucking phone. So I actually got it on my phone, and I put it, and I'm like, oh, so I go to YouTube, open it up, and I have it ready. I think I put a thumbs up. I even commented even 45 minutes before it came on. And then I'm doing some stuff, get a phone call, and I'm like, oh, let me go back. Fuck. Recorded 45 minutes ago. Like, even when I've got it open, I'm set to go, fucking, oh.
Check out Pete's live from Sunday. He had Bob Vu on.
Yes, he did, which was awesome.
And it's on Instagram, so just look for his reels.
Dwight the Pie Man in the house. Shauna Kana, what's going on? What's going on? Brew Balls, hey. What is going on? Let's see. 319 in the house.
Chris.
ERS, Mr. Eric himself. Ba-bam!
What's up, Eric?
Oh, South Bay. What's up? Adrian, of course. Thank you so much. B-Lock.
Brian.
Oh, Sean, SJS. I was on Sky Highs. With,
How did that
Sean.
go?
Great, with Sean and Mike. We're on there for about an hour and a half, I believe.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was good. I haven't seen Sean in a while, and it was good to see him. And first time I saw Mike, like when he first was on, I'm like, hey man, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. I see you always in the chat, and first time I actually even seen his face, right?
Yep.
So besides looking, I'm not really the guy to go, oh, who's this person? Go through their Instagram,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was good. Just hang out, Brian in the house, and getting the shit done. 219. Snake Man Pat, what's going on?
Pat?
Endless Morphs. Hope everyone's doing well and having a great start to the week. Right back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my man, what's going on? One of those tubs. So I have some split pairings going on with this man. Mm-hmm. And one of them just had the prelay shed. So every time I go in there, I'm probably still, a few days early, maybe a week, but I still open that tub, seeing if she's on those eggies, but not yet. Yeah. So it's cool. Let's see. Scotia Serpents, what's up? What's up, everyone? Wolfgeist in the house. How are you? Oh, Sweden in the house too. Bitten by geckos. How you doing?
Yeah.
Scott and Jordan, Genetic Genesis.
What's up, guys?
Reptile. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Exotic A1 Pets. Didn't fuck that up. Usually I'm like A1 Exotic Pets. I did it right this time.
What's up, Santos?
Gamer King 1, 2, 3. Favorite part of the day. How's it going? So far, so good. So far, so good.
It's going good.
Let's see. Wolf Guy says, hope you all enjoying some nicer weather like we are down here. Finally, I don't know, but it was I went outside to the sea can and I didn't have to put a hoodie on, and it's nice and warm. Snow's melting. It's not, the optimal temps that I want, but I'll fucking take them.
It's been nice in Alabama too.
Awesome. George Thornwild, Royals in the house. What's going on? Keys from Whiskey Bomb Network. I just had that Mohawk commercial on the other day. Look at that. Mohawk Morphs and myself, Jersey Balls.
Awesome.
Yeah, my man Lorenzo down in Jersey. So big shout out to those two, Mohawk and Jersey Balls.
Mohawk's from Atlanta, Stephen, and they were at the Southeast Reptile Show the last 2 times.
Awesome. There's the guy, James B. What's up? All City. Glad to see you up here. Pierce from Motorsports and Reptiles. How you doing? Who else we got kicking in here? And guys, slow down on all the questions and the topics. I mean, there's so many that I'm not going to get through them all.
Yeah. In other words, start asking some
Start
questions.
fucking asking them. Jesus. I'm going to run out of shout outs, right? And then, I'm sure Craig and I can come up with something. I always do.
Oh, Keys has a shout out on March 2nd. They're starting a new show about the great outdoors.
Oh,
definitely check that out. March
cool.
2nd.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Branching out a bit. It's great.
Montana Mike says, thanks for the update. I'm out of the loop. I've been seeing some crazy shit from him the last few days. It's been unfortunately a few weeks. I've just toned it out. I have some people messaging me saying, hey, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, it's death threats. It's like, hey, you got to call the police. I'm like, I've already filed a report. It's just, he came after me with basically extorting me for money for $250,000. And it's not for me. It's to go to the wildlife or his I don't even know what I mean.
It's for the children.
No, it's not even for that. It's for a refuge rehoming center in Africa, because if you see his posts, and he does it, he says it like 400 fucking times a week. Thank God it's not a day, but it might be. He's going to try and he will, because he's the king and he's African, and he's going to kill the ball python industry. 5 years, ha ha ha. Tagging Justin Kabilka and Ozzy and Babu and okay, yeah. So, good luck with that. Good luck, and understand how the ball python industry works and how exporting ball pythons out of Africa and the way they do things now is actually beneficial for the country as well as the animals themselves. Most of these are taken and captive bred, farmed bred or farmed hatched, and then they release them back into the wild. And once they're started up, and then they sell and export, and they have jobs, and it's just crazy. It's just nuts. But anyways, it's crazy stuff. I hope you won't do anything stupid. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's just crazy. And I hope he gets the help or whatever he needs. I mean, I'm sort of out of my hands. I'm just blocking out the nonsense, blocking out the noise, moving on. But it's unfortunate, because everything he's saying, and like I said, he went after not only me, he went after Austin, went after like every Canadian breeder here. He went after all types of people over in the, Ralph Sim with the Cosmos.
Oh, yeah.
You're a fucking scammer. That's the same type of animal. There's another gene like it in Europe for $250. You're a fucking ripoff artist. And oh my God, like just going nuts.
Okay.
And my buddy, Scott Foster, down in the States, he's been buying animals off me for, several years, even at the old facility. And Scott's like, puts his comments in. And then, of course, now he's a fucking target. So went after him, went after some, DPR, Cold Blood, Antoine, Cedric, fucking Peter Williams.
All pretty much unassailable people.
The madness doesn't stop,
Yeah.
The madness doesn't stop. So it's crazy. But yeah, I just hope he doesn't do anything, to someone, his family, his kids. I mean, I don't know what they're going through in all this, but it's weird. But anyways, David in the house. Join Reptiles.
What's up, David?
Let's see who else we got. Jason, what's going on? I saw that you sent me. Jesus, man. I saw that you left a text message. I'll get to them. Today's been sort of busy. My busiest days, the rats, feeding, doing some stuff. And I'm ready to do something serious. And I look down and I say, wow, man. Boy.
Don't make me bring out sock puppets, Sabri. I could do it.
So we are going to be ultrasounding some of our girls tomorrow after work. Thanks for the huge discounts, Billy, through your Patreon on the ultrasound. Awesome. That's the funny thing too. Is that's why Jason, he messaged me He actually won. What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Jason, I did like a spin to win.
Yeah.
And it was easy because it was only him and one other person.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was so 50-50. And he chose the ultrasound. So he's messaging me about that. I'm going to order those this next month in March. And yeah, so, but it's funny how you guys end up getting one, which is awesome. I know many people on the Patreon. I mean, it's a $700 US savings, and you get the foot pedal. So.
And the battery, which in other places when you buy it, you don't get the battery.
Oh, you don't?
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of other places when you see it for sale, the same model.
Oh, yeah. So
doesn't come with the battery.
You get a battery and a foot pedal, which is the fucking best.
And the right probe, the right linear probe.
Yeah, because when I messaged them, I told them what I want. And yeah, another benefit of Patreon. Whatever I can do to save you guys money and get better stuff to do better.
Yep.
Right? So Sean O'Connor says, I recognize him from the Mandarin Facebook groups and stuff. I asked someone to interview him at CRBE, and they were like, dude, you're no longer. Wow. Clint, happy. Fucking Genetic Fusion Reptiles. Happy Monday, all. What's up, Craig and Billy? Like I said, Craig and Billy. Billy and Craig. I don't know why, but I mean, you bring up like Sabri and like,
everything's backwards land now.
Yeah. I mean, but anyways, I had to pull over so I could set up the phone to listen on the drive. Awesome. Glad you're here. Tinley Park lot fight, all donations. Yeah. So the funny thing is he was doing that like before I was even involved. He's calling out Peter Williams and some other guys. And like Peter Williams he's a fucking big, tough guy. Like I don't know how tough he is, but he doesn't look like the guy you just walk over and fuck around with, right? Big, stocky, tall, guy can probably fucking throw it down. I wouldn't want to get hit by him, but, Sabri went after him. And next thing you know, he's like, wait till I get another 15 kilos. Like, how do you talk shit to someone? Hey, Craig, I'm going to come fuck you up. But, wait till I know you're American. You probably have weapons. So let me go and spend a year and learn how to shoot. And then I'll come fuck with you. But I'll still talk shit until then. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? If you're going to talk shit, do it and deal with it now. Not fucking, wait till I gain some more weight. But he wanted a UFC thing. And he called me out and he called everybody out. And then he started doing those martial art videos. And, I mean, I used to love fighting. I got my broken knuckle. I've got knuckle loss. I've got more scars in my hand than anywhere else on my body. And I got lots of scars. I probably got 40. Like, a Friday night for me back when I was younger, we'd be going to the bar, having fun, going to Denny's, afterwards, eating because that was the only thing that was open all night, 24 hours here. And I'd be like pulling the teeth out of my fucking knuckles and my skin. Like just, wow, it was fun.
Now they're python teeth.
Well, yeah, now I pull python teeth out, but it's, not because of aggression. It's just because I'm fucking, But yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to throw down. But I've got probably 50 pounds on the guy. And if I did go and do something and I pounded the shit out of him because my rage would take over, it wouldn't be like, oh, here, UFC rules. No, I'm going to fucking knock you out. I'm going to fucking make you bleed. I'm going to break shit. I'm going to feed it to you. That's what it is. Like, I don't fight to look at that style. I'm going to fuck you up and make you hurt and disfigure you. Like, I'll pick up a fucking rock and bam it through your head. Like, there's no rules in a street fight.
Okay, okay, I'll pay you back the money.
Yeah,
okay.
There's no rules in a street fight. Like I see red and I fucking go off. People got to pull me the fuck off. I'll fucking chew your fucking ear off. I'll pull the Mike Tyson on you. Like, I don't know what goes on. Like, I'll just do things. I gouge you, whatever the fuck it is. Smash your head off the ground, smash my head off.
Write bad checks.
I don't know. I'm just fucking crazy. And, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but, I might get, I haven't been knocked out a few times, but I've left some fucking damage, but I'm not afraid of the guy. Problem is if I go do this, I'm the bad guy. Oh, he has mental health issues. Oh, you took advantage of the guy. Why couldn't you leave him alone? Oh, you got 50 pounds on him. Yeah, I get it, But I'll tell you, if he ever shows the fuck up here or in public and he comes to me, I'm knocking him the fuck out. I'll go to jail for this piece of shit. I really would, But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's not fair. It's not a fair fight. It really isn't. So, at least in my opinion. But I don't have no time for that. I'm fucking turning 55 this year, man. I just want to enjoy my life, enjoy Cleo, my friends, and my snakes, my animals. I'm trying to wind down, even though I'm not winding down.
John from Morforge says, just pretend he's a kangaroo, just not as smart.
Oh my God, it's coming up my nose. Just pretend he's a kangaroo. Oh shit. Yeah, well, maybe if I can get into the ring with the kangaroo first, and then Sabri sees what the fuck I do to the kangaroo, maybe he'll change his mind. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Fucking Morforge. Oh my God. Where are we? 709. Everyone's just saying hi. Moon over Miami in the house. What's up? Oh, Melinda, how you doing?
Hey, Melinda.
Feeding geckos. I got to do that. I was going to do it. I did a cleaning, took all their Pangea out because on Fridays we do Pangea.
Mm-hmm.
So I took all the dishes out, yesterday and today. They're all soaking in the sink. And I just did all clean and water. And then tomorrow I'll be doing crickets, dusted crickets. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So, what else we got? It's KBC Exotics. A little late. That's good. Chad. Hey, gang, I'm here for taking out the trash Quebec style. Oh, my God. Wow. So Melinda says 3 clutches in the incubator. Looking
Awesome.
And watching for eggs, 8 more coming and still pairing. Look at you go. That's awesome.
She's one to watch this year.
That's good, man. I love seeing it. So I got 3 clutches in. I'm waiting for 68 and I'm still pairing too. So doing the same thing, awesome stuff. What's this? All the pickups from you are doing great, Billy. Hope we can still touch base via phone soon. I finally got my space situation figured out, so no issues moving forward. Awesome. Sweet. Definitely hit me up on Instagram is the best way. Send me a message and then we can chat. Let's see. Oh, Dambala. What's up, Marcus and Tiffany? Dambala.
How's it going, guys? Got to hang with them in Atlanta.
Shipwrecked in the house. Oh, Courtney's in the house. Fast and Furious. Love it. The Fast and the Furious. It's amazing when you can
pronounced it correct.
Fast.
Fast is in faucet. That's the correct way she pronounces it.
Yeah. But when I said fast.
Mm-hmm.
So Fast and the Furious, which is an awesome name. See, if you can throw your name into your morph business, I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really cool. Jen's in the house. Hey, back.
What's up, Jen?
Oh, Alex in the house. What's up? How you doing, my man? Hope all is well. Paul Clark from Grim Reaper. So Adrian said, I had to exterminate mites for a 40 rack with females developing.
Oh, wow.
Will the mites disturb their cycle?
Tough to say.
It could stress them out a little because they're going under because
they got to go in the water.
When snakes have mites, they don't have something to scratch it off. You'll see some of them try to press their bodies up against the walls to try to squish them. But most of the time, like Craig said, in the water. Well, if they're in the water, they're cooling down. They're not keeping it warm where they're sort of coiling it back or nesting at the back to incubate the eggs inside. So it could.
Water's one of the first places you look to see if you have mites is in the water.
Yeah.
It's one of the first places it'll show up.
But sorry, females developing. I don't know, but if they were gravid already, like over the 30 mil mark, it could. I don't know. A very good question.
Just make sure you hit it again in 2 weeks and again 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, I do it for even longer, because the egg cycle, they can stay dormant for like fucking 4 months.
Really?
Yeah. I think that it's stupid. Maybe even 4 to 6 months.
I know they take 2 weeks to hatch, but I didn't know they could stay dormant.
Yeah, so they hatch and then they live for about a couple of weeks to 18 days and then they die. It's a very fast cycle. Actually, let me look that up. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Paging Dr. Booth, Dr. Warren Booth.
Yeah, no, I got him on speed dial, but I don't abuse it. Like, hey man, I got a question for you. I'm doing it live. Answer quick, or else. Let me just do this right now. So I'm going to go on here, and I'm going to go.
They can seriously stress out an animal depending on how bad your infestation is.
So, can snake mite eggs stay dormant? I'm pretty sure that's why, because in the past, they hatch in 3 to 4 days. Okay. They hatch in 3 to 4 days, but I'm gonna have to look. So I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure, because I know when you have mites, and I had it a long time ago, and there's no fucking way I'd ever want them again. So, and I've had people message me saying, hey, what do you use? I use Nix. You can get it here. You do a solution, mix it up with water, and spray it. This is what I do. I spray the entire tub. I spray the animal. I don't have any of course, bedding or any water dish. I leave them all in there overnight. I spray the tub, the floor, the rack, everything I can. And you let it there sort of like wet so that it air dries. And then the next day I look, and if there is anything there, you either push and squish to see if they're blood. They're usually dead if they're not on the animal. And what I do is, if I do see a lot of mites, I spray it one more time. And I don't wash the tub or anything because it makes like a film on it. And the ones that don't, and usually I don't really see any, then what I do is I put a paper towel down, and then I put a water dish in. So I do that. I do it a week later. I do it 2 weeks later, and then I do it for 2 to 3 months afterwards. Okay. I know people, it's only been a month, but I haven't seen any bugs. I haven't seen any mites crawling or anything for about a month. So they go and they put new cocoa in, they do all this. And then next time, fucking mites are twice as bad as they were the first time. You know why? Because the mites that you saw left fucking 18 eggs. So if you see, 10 eggs, 10 mites, usually there's 100 eggs somewhere. So if you don't kill the eggs, and what makes them hatch is humidity and
eggs are invisible.
You can't see them. So that's why I spray everything. The floor, I spray this, like around the floor, the wheels, every side, go spray crazy. But the longer you medicate, or I don't know the word medicate, but the longer you do your mite treatment, the better it is.
Just be careful with other species. Like, there are other species than ball pythons that are not, can't tolerate things like fipronil and other types of.
Yes. We have isopods and springtails, inverts. They can't tolerate that kind of stuff.
No, as a matter of fact, the isopod folks don't even want to be next to ball python people at a show.
And for right reasons, right?
Because sometimes we prophylactically treat. But The other thing is, if you have other animals such as Brazilian rainbow boas, carpet pythons, other things that are small and young,
They
you
can't handle.
can't handle it. A lot of colubrids.
Yep.
Got to be very careful.
Yep. Oh, Paul says, thanks. He's an awesome puppy. I'll bring him another day. Yes. Hey, man, I'm in the area. I'm like, dude, you're like 2 hours away. You couldn't have told me you were fucking coming. I could have waited, bro. All good, man. Mitzi's in the house. What's going on? Thanks for popping in, like always. Scott Morph Magic Exotics here.
What's up, Scott?
Oh, KBC says, got 2 girls dropping this week. Awesome. Some exciting pairings. Awesome stuff. Let me do this. So let me do this. Bam. Hit that like. I haven't done this. So here we go. Half an hour in. At least I got the welcome part in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that up there. And where are we? Who else has popped in the house? Oh, Crystal, Gecko Diva. How you doing?
How's it going, Crystal?
What's up? And then, of course, the other half, Gerald from VIP. How you doing, my man? How you doing? Pythonosaur, what's going on, man? Mr. Rod says, hope you guys are doing well. Right back at you.
Thank you.
So Selective Creation, sorry, cleaning and listening, was watching some old videos. Did you ever hit that lavender cinnamon freeway you were making building blocks for? No, but they are going this year. So I have Enchi, cinnamon, super asphalt, het lavs. I've got super Enchi, super asphalt, het lavs. I have a male that's breeding this year, which is a pastel Enchi, cinnamon, super asphalt het lav male that's breeding. The females are about 900 grams, maybe 1,000. They may go later this year. But I've really been focusing on, since I've handled the adult room now, and Jeff does the whole back room. I'm really trying to work on that room and everything in there up, really, up the food game on the ones that are building. I'm giving more attention to them, extra meals. I'm just trying to, figure out and do things a little differently than I have in the past, especially now that it's all my control. So the ones in the other room, I'm not really trying to get them to the adult room as fast as possible because I don't have enough room in the adult room. So I'm trying to move some shit so I can, So I'm in that transition where it's like, I want to downsize a little. I got stuff to move up, but I got stuff that I have to move up that I have no room because I got to get the shit that's already in the adult room out, So it's, I'm shooting on it. But all the cinnamon, they're all allelic. So I haven't made it, but I am going for, lavender, cinnamon, Enchi, freeway, super asphalt lavs, and getting that into the Pied project. So the dreamsicle, few different ways, but definitely coming. They're growing up and they're looking good. That Enchi dream I got from you is a monster eater. Putting on awesome. Let's see. Tire Gods. Hello, all. Hope you all had a great start to your week.
It was good.
Oh, when making a name for your project, i.e. Batman project or whatever you're doing, but when you're making your own, what is the hardest part of marketing something new to the public? Good question. I've sort of talked about this in the past, but great question. So I've seen people breed and get something like, oh my God, look at this. It's a new gene. Okay, it looks different. But there's got to be it could be a gene that we already know that you didn't know was in one of the parents that's here. So many people are quick to name a project, and I get it. Oh my God, I got my own gene. It's cool. I'd love to have one that I created. I got my own gene. I've had a lot of stuff that I've worked on. The one that I bought called Weirdo back in 2013. It's 12 years later, and it makes cool stuff. It passes on. So I believe it's a codom, but I've never been able to make a super or anything crazy. But then I also haven't put that to a lot of different stuff because I wanted to work with things, a small little group, because my other stuff, I wanted to make more powerful stuff that I knew I could make and push those projects along instead of put everything into a pipe dream and doesn't get off. So that's what I chose. But in 2017, I bought a collection, and, in 18, 19, 20, I've been making these things that I've been calling the new gene. I could have said, hey, look at the difference. Look what it does. Here it is in this. I had a few different, the regular, the normal, with yellow belly, with Enchi, with Pied, with Lab, with Dreamsicle. I didn't know what it was. So I didn't go out and say, oh, I'm going to cash in. I'm going to call it this new gene. I'm going to do this. I just kept it back. 5, 6, 7 years later, holy shit, it's Scrambler. So
Yeah.
You go out, imagine me going out and promoting this and, getting a high dollar, but at least it would have been good because Scrambler's still a high dollar amount. Like, it's still a great gene. But imagine I came out and started selling this stuff as the Typhoon. Oh my God, you see Billy's Typhoon? Wow. Fucking everyone buys into it and finds out it's Scrambler.
And we have enough of that, I think.
100%.
We have so many morphs that have multiple names because someone was quick to get out there to brand it, and not enough consulting.
Legwork. Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't have the juice to brand something, like in terms of marketing power. Like, Justin can brand the Batman project because he has the juice to do that, and he made a new combo that no one had seen before, and it was iconic enough, and he's got the juice, and so it worked. But you don't see him doing that every day.
No. Right. And he knows what he's got. He knows the genes. He knows how it works.
Yeah.
So he understands it. Not just, look what I got, it's new, brand. Like, and that's the thing. I would rather keep it because I knew something was there. But for you to go, like Craig said, to market it, to put the work in, to talk about it, I don't really have the time. And I'm glad it proved out to be Scrambler because it's in great hands. It's marketed already. It's got a cool name. It does amazing stuff. So many people have it.
Been co-signed by big breeders too. This is important. It's been co-signed by big breeders.
Yeah. And what's good about it, I don't need to market it. I don't need to say, oh, here's a new gene. Oh, it looks similar to that Scrambler. Yeah, but it's different. It's different. Well, why is it different? Because it's mine. I see it. It's not the exact same. You get that stuff. It's so much easier to just, oh, cool, I got Scrambler now. Not only do I got breeders, I got proven breeders, I got double recessives, I got, I've got over 100 of them. I got lots of them. So great. And instead of trying to market it and sell it out to people, okay, I would have less of it. Now I've got a lot of it and I'm putting it in and I'm going to, I've already got, 4 different types of breeder double recessive Scramblers. And combo double recessives. And I'm going to, really take it to next level stuff. I really want to see it. And people that are paving the way, I mean, the Super Scrambler Orange Dream or Super Orange Dream Barnhart Scrambler fucking clown. Ridiculous. Fuck, it's just nuts. So, like Craig said, it has to have, you can't market it when you have 12 followers. No one's going to see it. But I still see stuff today that people are trying to push. Have you heard about this gene? Yeah, it's been around for 15 fucking years. Or, hi, have you heard about this gene? I just bought it from a guy. He sold me a bunch of it. Yeah, but I can't find much information on it. Stay away from those new genes. If you cannot find it on the internet, okay, or one of the bigger breeders in the world is not highlighting it and showing what its capabilities does, over the years, stay the fuck away from it. Okay, it's really that easy. But the hardest part of marketing it is making claims that it's different and it's its own gene. You've got to show why it is. Compare it to this. Compare it to that. I'll use the gorilla. Everyone's like, oh, it's het red xanthic. I'm like, no, it's not. To me, it's a genetic blackback, right? I don't know. But if I had to bet money, that would be the gene I would throw it at and it would stick the most to. Until genetic testing's there, we don't know. But I think it is identical to genetic blackback. People are like, oh, Lori, het red xanthic. They did test against it. No, it's not that. I'm looking at it, I'm like, why the fuck do people, in some combos, it has that het red xanthic look, but in the, in every other, no, so I could be wrong, right? But even Austin and I, look at it and some other people go, holy shit, yeah, they're so close. What do you call it? Mahogany and Stranger. They're so fucking close, but they're not exact. I'm pretty sure that's been determined, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I was going to say, oh, maybe it hasn't been. But yeah, there's so many things that are coming out. I don't want to invest time and money in this trying to bring something when it's something else. I'd rather just say, hey, I don't mind having a lot of this amazing gene because one, if you have a gene and you're happy with it, who gives a fuck who names it? You should be happy that you're working with the gene making amazing animals and having those animals. Oh, like if 3 years later, I brought something from Africa and it was, it's Orange Dream. Oh, you know what? Fuck, I don't want to call it Orange Dream. That's Aussies. It's the, Orange Lemonade. Oh, cool. And I'm trying to sell it. It turns out to be the same. Who fucking cares? Just call it Orange Dream and ride off his coattails because it's an amazing gene. And you're probably, if you got a lot of it in your collection, you're ahead of most people that had to fucking pay for it. Everybody wants the world's first or, it's my gene. Most of those people go out in flames, Here's
one that probably won't. Here's Josh. He said, hey, don't be calling me out.
That's Troy.
Troy. I don't know. I say Josh. This has happened before, Troy. I'm so sorry. But Troy says, hey, don't be calling me out on naming a new thing. LOL, I named the Samurai, but it's still in its infancy. Won't be selling anything for many years to come. And that's different. That's a working project title that you are, you're not, you have like what, one animal or two animals that have it that I've seen at the show. You probably have a bunch of stuff with it, but it's not like you're out there presenting it to the world and selling them and,
So I won't name the breeder. Yeah, actually I won't.
But his initials.
No, but back in the day, they used to follow me and Austin, but they don't now because we gave them hard advice. Truth hurts people. Hey, what do you think of this? And I watched the video he did on YouTube and I'm looking and I'm like, that's vanilla. That's vanilla. No, look, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like sending me pics. What do you think about this? What do you think of this? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm like, fucking vanilla. Oh, but look at the patterning. It's polymorphic, polymorphism. Oh, I gotta take that fucking welcome down.
Welcome.
Bye. And I'll switch this up quick while I'm here. Let me do this just so it's done. So at least so HUSBANDRY.PRO, baby. Let's put it up. Ba-bam and ba-bam. Good. It's, ball pythons are so polymorphic. The polymorphism is it's crazy. Have you ever made pastels and put them all together and they all look the same? Like you could have brothers and sisters and the mom and you put them all together. None of them look the fucking same.
Yeah.
Some have better quality and more ringers or more
some impact pattern. Yeah.
It's crazy. So that's called polymorphism. So just because the fucking pastel vanilla I'm showing you doesn't look like your pastel, whatever the fuck you call it, it's still the same. Look at the thing. Look at this. And he, showed me 4 or 5 different examples and I sent them back. And it was funny because it's like, whatever. And they just stopped following. And it was around the same time that this person, oh, you guys and your raffles. Oh, it's so bad. Fucking raffles. Remember there was a raffle like every fucking day of the night?
Yes. And they're
Remember
gone
that?
now. They're
And
gone
they're
now.
gone now. But he was, oh, raffle, freaking out about the fucking raffle and this new gene. I haven't heard any more of it. I'm going to go look back and see what happened. But I was telling him, dude, it's fucking vanilla. You know, why don't you breed it to a fire or a vanilla or something like that? And see if it's in the black-eyed leucistic fucking complex. No, oh, no, I did the, okay, whatever. Let's see where it is, because I haven't heard. It's been 6-7 years. It's at the old facility, so it's been 6 or 7 years. But I remember even weeks later, right? What I forget what the name of the fucking gene is. Like, so let's just call it the grenade, right?
Grenade. I like it.
Let's just call it the grenade. I don't know what it is, but the grenade. So the grenade gene, you mean vanilla. So Austin's like, hey, I'm going to hear you want anything? Yeah, give me a hamburger and give me one of those grenade shakes, right? For fucking weeks. Anything that we said was vanilla, you know, oh, what flavor is that? Grenade. You know what I mean? Like, it was a fucking joke for like fucking forever, you know? So it was hilarious. You know, I think even when we were here, when Catherine was here, and she was the one we did a video on putting the vanilla extract. We were going to do a video, you know, and say it like, oh, we're going to put the grenade extract. Vanilla extract, like still 3 years later. But it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't name genes. Don't name genes until you put the work in. Like, people put years of work into this, and here it is, here's this, here's this.
Meaning,
and now with shed testing, you know, you can even wait a little longer, shed test, and might take you years, but guess what?
Make supers, look for alleles, look for, you know, make sure it's not in the yellow belly complex or the, you know, bell complex, and, you know, just put the work in so that you know what you have. And that takes a long time.
Okay, so here we go. So Sean says, oh, I already said this one.
Yep.
That was the same one. A different one. So, hey, Billy, do you feed the dog food kibble? Falls through the leading trough, leading to more waste versus the traditional rodent block. So I use cat. So I was using a specialty cat food, right? And high protein, and it was made in a triangle, and it didn't fall through. Now, that company called PV Mart, I don't know, they have like a dozen or so locations in Ontario. They're closing down. This specialty cat high protein formulated low ash diet food that I bought, you know, $43 a bag, was specially made for them. So now I had to go to a different high protein specialty cat food, and it's smaller and it does fall through. Now I find that starting to use that, at first they start wasting it. They pull it through like, oh, cool, that's something to play with. So if it's pulled through, I put a lot less in, and I watch. So if they're hungry, they're going to eat the stuff in there. But most of ours, it's been about a month or so, month and a half that we're using the new stuff. There's still some that are pulling them through, new colonies, but a lot of them, I don't put the hopper up full anymore. I just put enough in, and I see what's there, and I open it up. If there's not a lot, I put some more in, and then of course, we do the seed. But I am going to be looking to get a different, maybe my own block made, depending if it's worthwhile, in a different structure than the little pill size. But it's funny because when I use the ARS tubs and even some of the Freedom Breeder for the holdbacks and the grow outs, I pour the food right in. I don't put it on. I put the seed in the middle, and I put the food on top as well. And I only put enough in. I sort of know how many I can look. It's like, okay, they need a half or they need a full. And usually the next day or two, I look to see how much is there and how much is wasted. If they're a waste, I'll put less in. I would rather feed them smaller amounts so they don't waste. But with the trough, using the old cat food that I was using. It was amazing because it didn't fall through. It couldn't fall through. So they had to chew it in order to get it out and eat it. So,
but ASFs are a little cleaner in
much
their
cleaner
tubs than Norway's, and they tend to find the same spot, right, to go in all the time.
Right. So it's always a corner. So that's why if I put the food in the pull out in the grow outs, they're the 40. So they're, what are they, like 32 inches, 33 inches? So I can put a nice pile in the middle because I know it's not anywhere near their soiling corner. But if you put too much in, then it's fucking all over the place. Like, what, you little bastards. So
that should be the name of a bar, the Soiling Corner.
Soiling
kind of a dive bar. Soiling Corner.
Makes a hell of a greasy breakfast. Straight Blast. Good evening. Thanks for popping in.
What's up?
Reptile Pit. What's going on? The man behind the Bambino, Mr. Mills. Isn't it past your bedtime, sir? What is it? 3 a.m. in the morning? No, they're 5, 6 hours ahead.
That's right.
So if it's 8, 2 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. He's in the UK. So glad to see you on here, my man. Danny Turcotte from Calgary. Happy
he says 1 a.m.
Monday.
He says 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Okay, so 5 hours ahead.
During
Most
daylight
people,
savings
like
time.
Ed and a few others, they're 6 hours ahead. Let's see. So talk about animals you got in the background. That's Drake. That's my Cayman lizard, my big boy. Over here, those are a pair of my lychees. These here are my green keeled-bellied lizards. You know, so I got a few. Everything's green. I love green. Favorite color. So all my green stuff's in here. Over there, I've got my green tree monitor. So green, green, green.
Have they ever bred yet?
What's that?
The green tree monitors. Have they ever bred?
I only have one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So I don't know if I want to get into breeding them. I just, you know, like the first one, I want to see how they are. If I can, you know, because like everything else, you know, go boom, go crazy. And then it's like, it's not really my thing. It's a lot easier to say, wow, it's my thing and grow. Normally it's like, let's go nuts. And then it's like, nah. So I'm trying to do things because like, even with the tarantulas, I went out and fucking bought hundreds and it's cool. It's not my thing. Downsize, all gone. You know, why don't you do this?
That's a deep pool, man. Tarantulas, you can get in deep with that stuff.
Dude, it was pretty crazy. Yeah. So Wolf Geist says, oh man, a foot pedal would be a game changer for me. All by myself and it's a struggle. It's fucking, I've been there, done that. Game changer, man.
The other thing is Cineloop. Check out Cineloop if you know how that works. You can pause and you can scroll back with the mouse and find, because it keeps a buffer of the last 10 seconds of your ultrasound, and it allows you to go and find where you can see it clearly. Then you can hit escape and then measure.
Ours does the same.
Yeah. So you can do that in most of them that I've seen.
Yeah. It's just one more thing to fucking learn. Oh man, how do I do this? Everyone's so afraid of the thing. Do you remember the video I did on Patreon?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is how you set up. You get the machine, you turn it on, and this one here, you turn here, and you want to set this dial here.
Yeah.
Austin and I went and set all the dials, like maybe about 5 minutes. You want to have this here. And then it's funny because afterwards, you know, when it was all done, okay, no, you know what you do? You shove everything to the right, this, turn it on. And
all the sliders to the right. Yeah.
And it's funny because everybody's like, you're an asshole. I was taking screenshots, you know, putting it in my camera, freezing the screen and taking it so I could set it up.
The one that everybody misses with the Keixen is the zoom, to be able to get it to be a full 40 millimeters width on your,
yeah, maybe I should do another one. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, maybe for YouTube. I
see a lot of people online.
And it's got the line,
the little sliver.
You do the zoom and it makes it wider. So yeah. So many different things. Joe. Now I know who Joe is now. So fellow Canadian, baby. Yeah. 2 a.m. BashCoder separates the boys from the men. Yeah.
Waffle House too. Waffle House has a few.
Yeah,
good
we didn't
pros.
have the fucking Waffle House here.
Yeah.
You know, but when I grew up, I used to go for like 3-4 months a year. My dad lived in Florida. We know the Waffle House, baby. Waffle House or IHOP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pigs in a blanket, baby. Let's see. Now we're talking Swedish language. Yeah. I love it. Please don't get this taken down, Billy. I want to listen to the replay. Oh, ODGC in the house. What's up? How are things? Billy will go eat some jail food. Don't play. Well, that's one way to start fucking, I've been procrastinating like, oh, in the new year. Oh, it's almost fucking March. And I'm like, I'm going to start doing push-ups and working out. I've got weight bars, I can do stuff here. I can go to the gym. It's gonna, I've lost a lot of weight. I've been doing Unicity still. I'm fucking feeling great. Oh, got to do this. It's always an excuse. Like, you know why? It's always an excuse. Who makes the excuses? This fucking guy. Going to the gym, I don't got an excuse. You got nothing else to do. Fuck. Work the fuck out. So, well, I guarantee you, if it ever does happen and I knock his fucking ass out, when I go to jail and I come back out, he'll definitely won't want to fuck with me then. So, let's see. TF Reptiles. That audio he sent you sounded like my teen when he plays Call of Duty. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, there's audio. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So I didn't put the one up of him actually. So he left those two. And then I guess I didn't respond because it was 2:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm fucking sleeping like most fucking people. Sorry, I'm not on fucking fentanyl time. But I wake up in the morning, I get those. And then, he left one and then another. And then 15 minutes later, a video message. Hi, blah, 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 kill, demur, fuck, like whatever. And with his face on it, cops like, wow, this guy ain't too bright. I'm like, I don't know what he is and what he isn't. So it's crazy. Billy, my almost 3-year-old boy is constantly putting me in an arm bar. Oh, yeah, the takedown.
3-year-olds are the best.
Let's see. Oh, Nikki's in the house. Hey.
What's up, Nikki?
What's up, guys?
Kurt.
How you doing?
They're finally on the mend, getting better they got sick at the Reptile Expo.
No, they got sick because they went to see you.
Maybe.
And then you just blamed it on, oh, no, it wasn't me. I'm fine.
Kurt probably got sick on the plane coming to see me.
Well, I hope you guys are on the fucking mend, man. You know what? Is it likely to lose all eggs if you leave them with my snake? Okay, so.
Is this back on the mites?
No, it's a different one. So I'm pretty sure. I think what this is, if
maternal breeding?
Maternal incubation. No, not paternal breeding.
Yeah,
they do that on their own. This is maternal.
Right.
Breeding, it's just an instinct. Fuck, man, I'm wearing off on you, man. Jesus. Unloosen the hat stripe. I
didn't have my monster.
Well, not that. Maybe you're unloosen your hat-a-band. Maybe,
Is that what this pressure has been?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I can't see holy shit.
Yeah. You never know. You never know what. If you come here and you think everything's perfect, you're on the wrong show. And it's great because I brought a co-host on that's fucking up like me. Yay, we're meant for each other. Yep. I love it. So it's called maternal incubation. I have never done it in the 25 years I've bred snakes. Never. I've always wanted to. I've always like, I'm going to do one. I'm like, nope, it's too important. Because I've been, especially over the last 15 years, I'm trying to make stuff to hit something that I need for the future. Okay. I'm making an ingredient to make to another ingredient to make something down the road. So I'm like, not this one, not this one. So I've never done it. when you do that, it's harder to keep the humidity and the temp at a constant if it's in a tub with ventilation. Most people put like a moss, like a moss or a substrate in that wets it,
like sphagnum moss.
Yeah, and sphagnum moss, and they put it in, they wet it, so it's constantly the humidity. To me, take it out, controlled environment, no problems. It's super cost effective. It's friggin' easy, and it's pretty much guaranteed. Okay. So when you leave the female a few months on those eggs and doing that, and for 60 days, I wouldn't feed. Some people try to feed, but if they come off the egg, I don't know how that works. I like to get them off the scent, the eggs out, clean it up, take the scent away, and get her back on food, a small meal first, as fast as I can for the next season. Now, one thing that has come to light with all this Nido business, if your female has Nido, okay, and those eggs are left with her to incubate maternally, now when those babies come out, the chances of them having Nido are fucking super high, if not, I don't know what the 100%, 90%. You take the eggs away, incubate them on separate. No babies come out with Nido if the parent had it. So that being learned or brought to our attention in the last 4 years, definitely no fucking way on earth I'm going to do that, just in case. Because most people don't even know. I mean, like Nido virus, a lot of the times, and most of the specimens, they're asymptomatic, which show no signs. So why take a chance? So I personally would get an incubator, get the medium of your choice, learn how to do it, take them out, put them away. Very simple. Have you tried maternal incubation?
I have not, just because of the humidity issue,
Yeah.
I trust the snakes to get the temps right, and they vibrate and stuff to manage temps, and I know the temps are good
in your room and
in the yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the humidity.
So
as they say, it's not the heat, it's the humidity, which is like saying
yeah.
It's not the bullet, it's the hole that hurts.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, good question, Joe. Mine's 31% protein. And then I also, for my adults, once a week, I give them a heaping thing of oats, millet, corn, peas, black sunflower seeds, a good mix of, grains. It's like a pigeon, a high-grade pigeon mix with all the stuff. And I do that. Gives them extra protein as well. And it's been doing great, So, MCBR, what's kicking?
How's it going, Josh? This really is Josh.
Yeah, this is the Josh. Nope, this is Troy. And if you missed that, Josh, he was calling Troy you. It's all right. He had a Billy moment. It's all good. Kilburn, what's going on? Do you have any suggestions when purchasing incubators on incubator size versus breeder females amount? Well, it depends. Like if you're going to, like, when I first got my incubators, they held 20 big clutches or 25 smaller clutches, like the small shoe boxes. But then I got the bigger ones. So it does 20 of the big ones or 25 of the, I guess, 6-quart tubs, shoebox tubs.
Yeah, like Sterilite tubs.
Sterilite, yeah. So 25 of those. So I had 6, but at the old facility I had 4. And at one time, if you remember, I did a video and I'm like, hey guys, and I have 103 clutches in my incubator that only hold 100, because I actually, at the top, there's a little bit of space. So you'd have to take one out, put one up, shove it and lay it on the top and shove the other one underneath. So I made it happen. But, then I went to 6. Now I'm back down to 4. I don't really want to have more than 100 at a time. That being said, I've got 68 gravid fucking females already. Oops. Like, let's get them in and get them out, but we'll see. If you know you want to expand, it's better to buy something now and prepare for the future than do something for now and then upgrade because you're going to have to sell for a little bit of a loss and then re-upgrade. If you have the funds, buy bigger the better, right? So that's what I would suggest. What about you, Craig?
I bought these new trays from Juan from Windy City Morphs. He had a bunch at Southeast Reptile Expo, and he was selling them cheap. And they have these platforms that go in, and there's water underneath. I forget what they're called, but they're taller than a normal one.
Are they clear?
They're clear.
Yeah, I have them too, but they're stupid expensive.
They're stupid expensive, but these weren't because he was given a deal.
Oh, do you got the clips on the side that snap on?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah,
And
I have them too.
And there's they're airtight. The pertaining to this question, they're taller than a Sterilite.
Correct.
And I'm glad that my incubator has taller shelves.
Me too.
Because of that, because you can put different size tubs in there,
Yep.
And so, when you're factoring in your size, definitely leave yourself some flexibility. When you're making a big capital investment like an incubator, make sure that could be flexible.
Or, it would suck. Wow, this holds 20 clutches. Amazing. You grab the tub. It's like, oh, fuck, not these 20 tubs.
Yeah.
I've done that too. Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. They don't fit.
This happens a lot when people do the wine coolers,
Yeah.
Because you see a wine cooler on Craigslist that's broken. You're like, oh, I can make that into an incubator. And then you realize the bottom 3 shelves are half depth.
Yeah. And you can only use like 2 of them, and a certain size you can't put them in, and there's no airflow around it because you're jamming shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so here's Troy with a tip. When it comes to mites, if you have ARS or Freedom Breeder Rex, be sure to spray under the heat panels. They can hide in there. Oh, you know what? I don't do that. I spray on top, not under. But I do sort of spray, but I don't spray underneath. But very good. That is smart, because any crack or any groove, they will get into. Malamine racks are the worst because anybody that cuts them, there's always those little jagged edges, fine jagged edges. Egg mite factory. Definitely egg mite factory. Let's see. What's this? By the way, thank you for the kind words earlier today. Is that for me or you? I don't know. What did I say? Was it today? Earlier today?
Must have been today.
Oh, probably one of his animals. Yeah. See, you got to put it there, man. I'm getting old, bro. I got so much shit flying through this fucking brain of mine. I'm sitting there like, what did I say? When was that today? Was that you? No. Okay, now. All good. Was that today or was that yesterday? See, it's one of those days. But yeah. Awesome snakes this man has.
He really does.
He really does. So shout out to Troy. Not really a topic, but what's your outlook for shipping? April. So I know that he made a post saying, hey, guess what? He's expanding to some other countries and that shipping will open up in April. I don't know his slot. Like sometimes it's April. It's just for non-CITES first. So I just got to see, but it's definitely going to be in the next few months. So I'm happy because I got about 100 fucking animals that I could have a rack and a half out of here. Believe me, I want shipping to come. So, this is one of my favorite panels. Thanks, guys.
Josh is the best. That's Mantooth Captive Bred Reptiles.
Mantooth. Let's see. Outdoors with Jay. Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. Jay was just on Starting to Pip on Sunday morning. And you were in the chat, Billy. Jay has the reptile bus, and he's 14 years old.
Yep.
And this kid is amazing.
And I saw the animal in the logo. He brought him out, and fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. I made that comment, man. This kid's got a reptile bus. I don't even have a reptile bicycle.
He's great.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, man. I mean, just the way they even set up the bus. I mean, it's fucking awesome.
Does more for the hobby than most of us.
Yeah, which is amazing, and I love it. It's just it was awesome to see, and yeah. Thanks for popping in, Jay. Mission Morphs.
What's up, John?
How's things? Oh, Blade and Axe Reptiles. Good evening, Sneaky Snakers.
Jimbo.
Is there a genetic test? I'm not sure, but I believe the reason why they think it's different is because they've made things or crossed them and didn't. I'm not sure.
He bred it. Justin bred it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
It is one of the all-time goofiest names.
Let's see. Let's see. So there we go. Panel testing should be the first thing to do. Wasted time and relationships are not worth it. Correct. But like, say, for example, Monsoon, it's been around forever, right? Scrambler's been around for a few years, lots of shed. It's not like, oh, you send the sheds and they'll have the answer in a week. You know, Charlie and Heather and Alan and you know, Jorgen out in Europe. I mean, these guys are really trying to do stuff and they're doing it a certain way. And it takes time. And, you know, I would rather wait to do it right and then be 100% and then they move on to another one instead of giving them a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, you know, they work on one or two or however they do their business and they get it and they perfect it. Well, they're confident. Here you go. And then they work on another one because there's people going, can you do the Arrow? Can you do the Arroyo? Can you do this? Can you do this new gene? Can you do this? It's like, let's work on the shit that, you know, we know and people are wanting first. Because if you call and say, hey, I got a new gene stuff, like you're they won't even look at your shit for 5 years from now because there's so much shit that they need to do that's proven and worked on. You know, because I can guarantee you, you know, I would love for them to have Scrambler. So would Chris Hernan, Mark Mandick, everybody in the project, you know, and I know Mark has sent a lot of sheds to Heather for here in Canada for testing. Guess what? It's a great gene. It's there. It's hot. Everybody wants it. Guess what? Scrambler is not number one. Monsoon, and there's a few others before that. It'll get on there. Hopefully with a lot of hype and people begging for it. Maybe it'll be moved up. But you say, oh, I got this new gene, you know, I don't know what it is, but it's something different. Here's some sheds. Here's the super. Yeah, it's not happening anytime soon. So you might have to just wait for these damn panel tests in order to find out. But then imagine you wait 5 years, you find out it's the exact same thing, you know.
Yeah, I think he's saying just rule out the obvious stuff first.
100%.
And that's not a bad call.
But what I would do is instead of waiting for this genetic testing, do the fucking work. Put it to a normal, put it to a pastel, put it back to something that looks like each other and see if it's a super, see if it's recessive, see what the fuck it does and compare it to whatever else is there, you know? And that's the thing. Do the homework. And then when you do that and panel testing is available, here you go. Yes, I was right. It is different. You know, because back in the day, asphalt and freeway is different than gravel and fucking highway. No, they're not. They're the same. Fuck you, they ain't. You know? So you got to see and look and test stuff. It's like, you know, when the supers were coming out, didn't look like the super gravels. I'm like, hey, it's a different gene. And I was right. So stick and put the work in and figure it out. You know, let your eyes and putting the work in, you know, show the difference between the two. Let's see. Solar Xanos. What's going on?
How's it going?
I've paired a black pastel, red stripe, yellow belly clown, head albino to an albino spot nose clown. If I hit all gener, I'm calling it a Pompino. Oh my God.
That would be great.
Albino Chino. Al Pacino? Albino Chino. Al Pacino. Try to make
Is it
something out of it.
Pompino or Pompino? There you go. That's
Pompino.
could
Yeah,
be.
it'd be albino or Pompino.
Mm-hmm.
Pompino.
Is it
There you go.
Candino or Candino?
Yeah, there you go. Depends where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I say asphalt. No, it's asphalt. Asphalt. No, it's asphalt. Just like albino, albino. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. You know? We should all play a word association. No, I don't want to get into it.
No, that'd be too revealing.
Yeah. So.
Secret. He's got a room dedicated to it.
Put on your welding suit and your welding hat. We're going into the hellfire room. Don't touch anything. You're going to get burned. Fuck those gloves, those big welder gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Helmet.
Oh, yeah. And you know when they pick up like hot coal with those big tongs, that's how I pick up the snakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put them into pair.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to catch up here. 8:30. Man, the YouTube raffles and all the auction years ago was crazy. Almost all those channels are gone now. Yeah.
Yep.
It was crazy, but yeah, I mean, you know.
I think people were really trying to get followers with those things, and they were trying to sell animals that weren't really sellable, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was a crazy time.
No, it wasn't trying to sell animals. I mean, here you go, guys. We have a het pied male. Here you go. There's 10 spots. Tickets are $20 each, and you can win this. Who the fuck wants a male het pied? Like, come on, dude. Like, oh, they were crazy. They were fucking like, you know, or the best ones, you know. Hi, yeah, you know, when there was a critical moment in our industry with somebody with a fire, a medical, something. Hey guys, you know, oh hi, you know, we're putting in like thousands. Hi, yeah, I got a het pied male, or you know, here's a you know, spot nose 66% het clown male I can donate to the cause. It's like, fucking please don't. You know, I mean, I guess thanks for helping, but you're not, like, you know. Those days. Let's see. Mike says, where can I get a nice banner without breaking Billy's bank account? I use a place up here called Banner Buzz. I don't know if you guys ever heard that, but I use a place called Banner Buzz. And that's where all of our Husbandry.PRO stuff gets done as well. As far as the banners and the you know, anything to do for displays. So we do quite a bit. So we actually get a pretty good discount. But I'm not sure in the US, but I'm sure there's other people. You know, I know you have an awesome banner and a few other people. Whitney from A Exotic has a nice setup. The thing is, just make sure you get a graphic designer that doesn't, you know, scam you or hound you, or, you know, like they gouge you for some artwork. And then if you, every time you want to do something, they'll charge you for a setup fee, or like you get your stuff where you own it. You pay for it and you get it, and then you can send it and have it done wherever you want.
Put your favorites in the US and Canada. Put your favorites in the chat. I use Joy Displays, but I know there's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, so here I use Banner Buzz in Canada. The Gladiator Coliseum of the South.
It can be. It depends on who slept with which fry cook, but
yeah.
It's like it can be high drama.
There you go. Big shout out to Nikki and Kurt. I agree.
They really are.
And no, we answered this above. No, I incubate them in an incubator. Wild to the bone. What's up? Nixon, how you doing, man?
What's up, Brandon?
These Orbeez are a nice and unique incubation medium. Yeah, I was looking into those, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just try the fucking water on top of the tray, and I did it for a year with 100 or so clutches and worked perfect. So, why fix it? Don't break. But one less expense, one less thing for me, and it's simple. I only put like a 1/4 inch of water, drop the thing in, which gives me like a 1/2 of an inch or more. You just put the eggs in, and I leave them.
Use Dragon Hatch trays, right?
Dragon Hatch, yes. Let's see. How many genes? There's so many, man. There's so many in the,
There really are.
And more we're going to probably discover. So, Dambala says to Brandon from Nixon, says, I've heard mixed reviews. So, like I said, I was going to do that. Then I'm like, maybe I'll try sponges. And I'm like, well,
I did sponges and they come out so nasty at the end that
that's like the only reason why I'm going to use sponges is so that the water doesn't. But if I put just a little amount in, and I just I'm not like I'm fucking shaking the incubator going, hurry the fuck up and hatch, hurry up. I just basically take them, put them on the cart, put the eggs in, push the cart over to the incubator, put the tray into the tub with the 1/4 inch water, put the lid on, lift it up, put it in, and I don't fuck with it for 45 or so days until I start burping and feeling the eggs. It's pretty fucking simple. So one less thing. And the reason why I did this, because I used to use the vermiculite and just trying to get the bags, spending like $500-600 a year, for 250 plus clutches, trying to stack it. They come in these big goddamn, and then going to get them in the truck. I didn't mind because I throw them on the flatbed. Now that I got the hatchback, you open it up and you go on. It's like, fuck, I got to vacuum it every time. And just a pain in the ass. So I just went to water, but I wasn't going to do sponges. Just go to the dollar store, buy a bunch. And I'm like, it's successful, but all I'm doing is putting something that elevates the eggs above a water. Why have substrate? And I love it. It's easy. Water, done, perfect. Clean up, just empty it. It's fucking amazing. And I don't even really empty it. Now what I do is I just take, when I do the videos, you take the tray out with the eggs. I go get cocoa, just throw it into the water that's already perfect temp, absorbs it, right? And now I put the eggs after I cut them right back in, and it's done. So amazing. But everyone has their own way to do things. And, I went from doing this to substrateless media in the tubs, and I love it. I'm just using water.
But they do give you that 100% humidity. Those Orbeez do.
Yeah. So I bought a Wilbanks to go with my sea serpent. Simply have the way to brewmate my colubrid. Yeah. I love it. That's amazing about the Wilbanks incubator. You can, brewmate all your species, and you can even keep some species that need really low temps, right? Boop and snoots. What's going on, Brian? How you been? It's good. Yeah. It's good to hear from you. Let's see. So I've recently switched my collection to ASF, which suggests for females over 3,000. So what I've been doing is I feed mine, okay, every other week. Okay, so I'll feed them the large, it's weird because a large is like 40 to 50 grams. I'll feed them like 60, 70 grams. And then we just did a culling today. So we culled the rack, which just means we switched them over with new breeders going in because it's been 5, 6, 7 months, depending. So now I got these big 100, 110 gram female and male breeders that have been breeding for 6, 7 months. So I go, and today I went through, and anything that is building follicles that I've been pairing, that I put in. So I'm giving them an extra bigger meal than, probably 40 or 50 grams more. And then every 6 weeks, I get a bunch of like large, small to small, medium rats. And I just, every 6 to 8 weeks, I feed all my animals just to get a different, nutrient, but a different meal, different type of meal. And I have no issues, right? I think 10%, I ordered 500 and fed 500 breeder females this last week, and only like 49 or 50 didn't eat. But some of them could be already gravid or on that cusp of 30, 31. They don't want to eat. They could be in shed. They just didn't want to have a rat because they're used to ASFs. But if they're that big and I would try to, you could feed them, 2, because you're really, with ASFs, I feel like I'm really underfeeding them, but they're getting more, I'm not feeling, when you used to feed like a medium rat and now you're feeding it an ASF, like a half or less the size, you're like, oh my God, I'm starving this thing. My animals. And that's funny because people come and I'm like, well, you were here.
Yep.
I grab them. I'm like, holy fuck, look at the size of those. Not reminded of that. But yeah, I've got some that are fucking huge. And I feed them all the same. So, but what's good is about those big 3,000 grams. If an 1,800 or a 2,000 or 2,200 gram animal doesn't eat, guess what? Because of nidovirus, you can't feed that to another one. I've been doing that since day fucking one, right? So I just take it out of one and I put it into, and I'll double feed a bigger animal, right? So that's what I do, right? Because if you have a 3,000 gram animal and you're feeding it the same as an 1,800, you can give it extra. You can, because some people I know that at certain points double feed their animals. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Oh, Charlie in the house. Yeah, retired breeder ASF. So, yeah, I do that. Usually we're culling a rack every 4 to 6 weeks, give or take. So, at least maybe once a month or so around there, I'm feeding retired breeders off. And then, now I'm breeding, I'm bringing in for my adults, rats every 6 weeks and, bring those in just to feed, give them more fat, different meal, and it's working out great. Exotic World of Geckos.
What's up, Tommy? How's it going?
Let's see. I'm just trying to get through here. I'm skipping through some of the stuff. Rodent Restaurant. How you doing, man? Fabric sign guys in the US. Can I speak to your daughter, please? Hi. Can you slap your dad for me? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So 319 says, love the Orbeez for the small species. They can get through the tray and then I don't have to worry about them drowning.
Yeah.
He's vermiculite over here.
It's not broke,
if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Yeah. And it wasn't broke. Like I said, I used it for 25 years. I just hated now I have to wash all these bins. And when I use the trays, it's in the trays. I'm getting a fucking toothbrush, trying to get through all the little holes for the egg compartments and washing. And then you wash them and you dry them and you pick them up. It's like, oh, fuck, look at these. Back in the sink. Enough of it. I'm not doing it.
I used to use the perlite. But the problem is that you can't get it in big enough quantities. And half the time, if you go to the big box store, they've got it with some sort of miracle grow added to it and stuff like that. So it just wasn't convenient. And
here is one thing. So guys, if you are listening, take heed to this advice. Okay.
Uh-oh.
If you are using fucking vermiculite, okay, as a substrate for your eggs to incubate, and you do not have your snakes in your home, you have it at another facility or somewhere else. When you come home and you got all that fucking glitter on your face and your wife's like, were you at a strip club? I'm like, no, why? You got glitter all over your face. Who are you kissing? What the fuck? And you look, it's like, that's vermiculite. No, it's not. Where were you? Had that happen a few times, just saying, over the years, right? Crazy. So don't want to go there. True story. I'm not even shitting you. True fucking story. Why do you have glitter all over your face? What is that? Who are you? We at the strip club? I'm like, no, I came home from work. What the fuck you mean? It's like, what do you mean? I'm looking. I'm like,
It was Arts and Crafts Day.
yeah, it's vermiculite. It's like, yeah. It's like, shit. Thank God for cameras, right? What do you have? Here, look. Here you go. Look, see? That's where it is. You want to come over? I'll fucking throw it on you. And you can actually have free talcum powder. Look, you can add it in your fucking makeup for free. I got tons of it.
Josh says the Miracle Grow Perlite averages me 150 gram hatchlings.
Awesome.
Hence the name.
Miracle Grow. So, Lozano, have you ever had an egg go almost full term looking good, then start lightly molding and deflating?
Yep.
But then when you cut it open, it looked like a hard-boiled egg.
I've had that.
Yep. Do you know the issue why that happened to you?
I know it didn't have strong veins.
Okay. So I've had not like that. So mine, not really to the end. I mean, I know at the end when they go, I get some, because sometimes when you open the lid, you get a lot, especially at the end, you get a lot of condensation. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you open the lid and it's like, oh, I try to open it quick. So it all goes to the front where,
mm-hmm.
Because I always put the eggs at the back on the tray. So I always lift so that the water will go and fall at the front where the eggs aren't on the tray. But sometimes when you just move it and you put it on the table, and no matter how careful, you get a lot of driplets, and then you try to wipe it. And then sometimes you put it back in, it'll happen. Could be most of my eggs that have weak veins usually go fucking weird looking and deflate and discolored and wet looking, usually within the first couple weeks. But to find out it looks like it's a hard-boiled egg, yeah,
I've had it happen.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It could just you just,
it's a bad egg.
Bad egg. I mean, it happens. That's the thing too. I wish, and a lot of times too, you ask like, why does this happen? I'm not sure. It just does. We haven't got that far in research yet. Like I always ask Dr. Warren Booth, how can we prevent a female from, reabsorbing? Is there something we can add? And they're like, we don't know yet, because if it's like, oh, just add more calcium or add this or do this or less of this, more of that. Believe me, we'd all fucking do it, but they don't know why. It's just, it's.
Yeah. He says it was a 7-egg clutch, 5 slugs, and 1 beautiful egg with no veins. And this one had great looking veins. Yeah. So I've had it where I've had a 6-egg clutch, and half of them turn out hard boiled eggs and half of them turn out perfect. So. Yeah.
See, the question that you don't want to ask is how did they taste?
It didn't get past the smell test. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I will never open a rotten egg again.
Yeah.
I've done that. Oh, it's friggin' nasty.
I'm not that curious anymore.
You don't need to be. Trust me. If you watch they're not over it. Like it's nasty. So I will not do that again.
Egg, yep.
Yeah. They're gross. Spicy noodle. What's going on? So, Troy, balls and strikes. When incubating, I burp the egg tub for fresh air and rotate the tub 180. So the back and the front is in the incubator 30 days. Seems to be more consistent. Yeah. So I used to do something like that. Now what I do is when I take the eggs out at, say day 45, wipe off the condensation, look at them. Usually say there's 6, I'll leave the ones in the middle and I'll take the ones at the front, switch them with the ones at the back. So I sort of do the same thing. Because when I put them on my egg trays, I don't put them in the middle. I put them at the back, right? Mm-hmm. So if I have, say, 6 eggs, right, the middle ones are still going to be in the same. Moving them isn't going to do anything. If I just switch the top, they should all get the same. That's what I end up doing. But I'm not consistent at it. So one of those things, I should do this, and I never do. Sometimes I do when I catch myself, but hey.
If it's sealed, if the tub is sealed, it should sort of compensate for any front to back heat distribution.
Well,
because it creates its own little environment in there.
yeah, but I do know, and if you look at all my videos, the ones that are at the back of the tub, which is up against where the heat is, they're always more dimpled than the ones at the front.
Huh.
That's a fact, and I know that of thousands and thousands of clutches.
Well, then rotating them 180 degrees makes sense.
Correct. But when I do that, then they're further away. So that's why I just move the eggs.
I see.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, smart. If you put them dead center, right? And then rotating is not going to affect it, right?
Right. I see. Yeah.
So look at that. We do the same thing.
Did you read Brian's? Yeah.
I did now. So I've been recovering from back surgery. Oh, damn. So been out of the loop for a bit, but still rocking the pairings. There you go. I love it. Should have a clutch from Enchi Ultramel to Blackhead, a Mojave Blackhead head Ultramel I got from me at 22 mil.
Awesome.
Sweet. So another lock and beautiful babies on the way. Enchi Ultramel, Blackhead Ultramels. Let's see. Just trying to skip through. I'll put this up. Where is it? Hide that. And why isn't this not up? Okay, this is crazy. Hold on. Okay, there you go. That was weird. So I'm going to put this up. There you go. Thank you for all being part of tonight's live and the continued love and support. Now go back to the comments. Let's see. Oh, man, the chat's just popping off today.
Yep.
Which is awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks for spending time with Craig and I on here. So,
so we can find their way out. Josh is in rare form tonight. He's got the jokes happening.
Okay, so where are we? Fred, what's going up? What's going on? Good luck. I'm glad
Good to
that
see
you're
you, Fred.
I'm glad that you're healing and recovering from the back surgery and still fucking giving her like it never happened. Awesome. Love it. It's what you need to do. Let's see. Oh, Joe, what's up, my man? Mercy Morph's in the house, fellow Canadian also.
She did slap.
Awesome.
Good.
Love it. You deserve it. Awesome. Yeah, I met them all 2 years ago when they came up here. And yeah. And they even tried the chicken cartel.
There you go.
I
missed out on the chicken cartel.
Yeah, next time, man. Next time. It's got to be a staple when you come up. I gotta bring everybody to the chicken cartel. Oh my God.
See? See?
Jesus. Wow. Well, actually, no, you actually don't even make fucking sense. Because if you had 4 peens, you could only duplicate production. Get the fucking mathematics right, bro.
Maybe he means 4 peens is 8 hemipenes.
Well, I take 4 peens as 4 hemipenes. So
yeah.
If they have 2 already and you add 2, you'd only double, bro. Just saying. Picking it apart. Let's see. Night Rider Reptiles. Were the eggs that went bad next to the heat tape in the incubator? Holy shit. Visionary in the house. What's up, William? Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I am. Good to see you, man. It's been forever. It's awesome. Got to check this guy. He's got a awesome collection, amazing stuff coming. Been a while, man. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. So I incubated on water for 2 years now, and I do nothing. They go as they laid. I cut on day 56. Yeah, I've had no issues which is great. Like I just, I love it. It's simple. It's easy. It cleans. It's nice. I'm really happy. Good night. Good night. See you next week. Oh, man. A reptile I am. Aria in the house.
How's it going, man?
How you doing, man? Been a while. So
Met him in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Was the wifey with him?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. That's the thing. Once I get my shit in order to get to the States, I'm gonna start going to especially the big events and then go around to some the smaller ones while I can and visit some people. And I'd love to come out and see your collection and everybody else that gotta go see the Bear Fortress, see Bear's place.
Josh.
Let me see.
He's back with more.
When I hatch male 4 P's, I'm naming them 18. He's gonna reach out and touch. Holy fuck. Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. But you know what? Isn't that the nickname of your ex-president, Joe Biden?
What's that?
AT&T? That's his nickname because he reaches out and touch or smell, scratch and sniff. Yeah, I see sniffing kids. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. Oh, something else, man. Something else. I don't know.
John's bringing it too.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting crazy here at the end.
Oh, I like this one. Oh, did you hear about Diddy's lawyer? Just fucking walked off the case?
Yep.
He said, I can't. Like, wow.
Can't even.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's nuts. Jamil crying over there, laughing his ass off. Thank you, Mitzi Ann. Yeah, thank you guys. I think we had almost 90 people in the house at one point, which is awesome.
Yep.
And for sure, man. You always got to, it's family. Most of us, like even Sophia, I guess she wasn't in the chat tonight, but she pops in once in a while. And other people, Nikki and Kurt. We had, Gerald and his wife. Everybody.
Crystal.
Pops, Crystal, yeah. Wives and this. And I mean, if it wasn't for them, and there's a lot of women that are, in the spotlight and their men are supporting them and vice versa. It's fucking awesome. And then the kids and it's amazing. Yep. So, you got to share the love where it's deserved, man. You can't forget the other half and the family and the community and everybody else and the friendships. And it's awesome. Like you said over the last 6 months or a year, you've talked to Nikki and Kurt probably daily. Yeah. Right.
Every day.
And you finally met.
Yep.
Awesome. And that's just so fucking amazing. I'm lucky enough to actually had Craig come up here and spend pretty much almost a week here and hung out and, did our thing and, it was awesome to meet. Right. But I want to do the same thing and come down there, see your collection, come over there, and just, that's what I want to do. And it's just, working on it. It is a work in progress and so many things that, it's what called a want and need to do. And it's just like,
yep.
It'll eventually come. I promise. Thanks, Joe. We'll talk. I'll give you a shout tomorrow, hopefully. Let's see. Thanks, Mike. We should do a podcast as well, talking about new stuff popping up in the snake world. Yeah, the only thing is about that is some weeks you go, oh my God, we got so much content, and others you don't, Yeah. Or it's talked about in 30 other episodes before yours comes up. It's like, oh, come on, man. Like, we just heard this the last 30 fucking episodes, on everyone else's channel. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's tough. But there's a lot of shit that Greg and I should do. You know what I mean? And we're not asking for fucking any hints or comments. Like, just shut it down. Shut it down. Thanks, 319. Thanks, Shipwrecked.
Oh, everybody, go to epic.live and sign up.
There you go. Free. Thank you, John. Join Reptiles. Fucking David. No, thanks, John. Shit. Ah, man. And I'm getting some of your dysfunction today.
Yep.
Calling Troy Josh, and I'm calling David John. But at least, join. When I see join, John popped in my head. At least I have an excuse, sort of. You're welcome, my man. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you learned something. There you go. Bam. Thank you, Endless Morphs. Good night, George, Mike. Good night, everyone, and thank you for putting up. That's my line, man. Don't take my fucking hashtags, bro. That's mine. Thanks for putting up with me. Please do not try my recommendation. Yeah. You know, I'm just Josh. Yeah, you know what? You should put a disclaimer up because, you know, you ever seen on like Facebook and some of those memes? It's like, hey, you know, if you have snow, you know, here's the best thing to do. And they're drilling screws like through their tires and then they put them on. It's like, hey, no, you don't do that. Or, hey, put this stuff in your gas tank because it'll help not the gas to freeze. No, don't do shit like that. You know, nowadays when they say do not eat in Tide Pods and stuff like that, you must put up a disclaimer because, yeah. So good catch on that one. Big good catch. So what's this? A&P Universe says, what's up, fellows? How's everything going? Diddy's lawyer said he didn't have the time to the cage to step up to the fight. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Peace and love. Right back at you. More Forge says Pat. Another fun episodes. Appreciate all the humor in the comments too. Love you guys. Awesome.
Good night, John.
Virgil, good night, my man. Adrian, good night. The other day, the lady went out and took hot water and threw it on her windshield. I've seen that one. You want to get the ice off your thing? Throw hot water on it and it'll melt the ice. Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. And then you get fucking another half-inch more of ice built on in minutes, in seconds. Yeah. You got to have disclaimers, man. You do. There you go. All signed up. Look at you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Awesome. Good night, my man. Good night. Let me put on the outro. And we'll see you guys next week or on another one of the lives that are happening all over the place because they're all awesome. And catch you next week. My channel, my content, I'm the man with the Morse. Billy Rose in the house, breaking down those doors. Mutation, creation, making waves, that's the norm. With the snakes in my hand, feel the power transform. It was Billy Rose. Let me tell you a tale from the heart of Canada, where the pythons prevail. Got the rack stack high, more style to make you smile. From clowns to ultra males, I'm running this reptile now. Started from the bottom, now collections elite. Feeding 8 SFs, every snake gets a treat with the community. I'm the breeder you seek. Mutation, creation every day of the week. Social media buzzing, see the followers grow. On YouTube, Instagram, watch the Billy Rose show. The hats into the giants, got the genetics unlocked. In the reptile game, I'm the TikTok of the clock. TikTok of the clock.
I forgot to mention I'm going to be on Texoma Exotics, not another reptile
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Yep.
Yeah. How the fuck you forget that, man? Come on, man. You gotta
I don't know, man. I forgot to promote Epic. I forgot to do.
You know what we should do? We should have one. Billy and Craig every Monday night of the week, fucking up names and customers fucking, we should, Billy's dyslexic most of the time. Where Craig's over here busting up a rhyme like fuck. Screwing up people's first names and even their logo or even their fucking business name. Like, oh man, it'd be great. I'm afraid to ask. I'll stick AI to failing at
raising snakes.
Everyone have an awesome night. Have an amazing week. See you guys soon.
Good night.